The Biden impeachment is now in shambles. Not that it ever really took off anyway, as it was more of a circle of wasted taxpayer money that only ever led to more debunked nonsensical claims. Well, now James Comer's star witness, of whom they've hung most of their allegations on his testimony alone, has now been indicted for giving false statements, specifically lying about Hunter Biden and his relationship with Burisma, that he falsely claimed Hunter was hired to protect the company using VP Biden's power, that Hunter has been paid millions to do so and was peddling that to Joe Biden for his influence. All of that proven false. Also, alleging that he had contact with Burisma in 2017 after Biden would have had any influence to public policy, and that he was clearly using his personal animus to stir up a narrative and hopefully stop Biden from becoming president. And here's just a few times Comer pushed this now completely debunked narrative.
I had an unclassified record that details an extortion and bribery scheme involving then Vice President Biden. We haven't gotten anything from the FBI and DOJ.
I guess.
Now remember, this 1023 that was released by Grassley last week, now we know about this Form 1023 that alleges bribery.
You have the actual crimes the Bidens have committed, which range from money laundering to bribery.
And Abby Phillips on CNN had Democratic Congressman Jared Moscowitz on to discuss this, where he made a very crucial point that we can't forget when discussing this complete waste of taxpayer money.
It was all a lie. It was all a lie. And the guy who made it up has been indicted. By the way, it's not their first informant that was indicted. Let's not forget the Chinese foreign agent who was doing Iranian oil sales and selling arms to the Libyans was indicted as well. This makes two Comer informants on this fake Biden impeachment that had been indicted.
Every avenue he has tried has failed. The informants they've used has been indicted, discredited, and shown to be blatant liars. The dreaded Hunter Biden laptop has only stood to debunk most of their claims rather than to prove any of them, and yet they haven't given up. They can't give up. They did kind of shift focus to the Mayorkas impeachment instead because there's absolutely nothing on Biden, but once that blows over, if they get off of this, they'll show a glaring weakness that Republicans have, that they don't have any policies. They don't have any positions to stand on. At this point, their voting base largely sees even these attempts at impeaching Democrats as a victory, even when unsuccessful. So they can just focus on that rather than pass any meaningful legislation, even when they're wasting your taxpayer dollars to do so.
When did James Comer know this was false, and how long did he conceal that from the American people? I mean, are you telling me he just found out through the indictment, or has he known all along, or at least for a period of time, that this 1023 form was made up? Those are real questions we need to get to the bottom to. In addition to, Speaker Johnson ending this sham impeachment, he should be looking into that.
For something of this magnitude that went through media as long as it did, the misinformation that went around that people still push on a regular, casual basis, with as many people pushing these exact false narratives in like the political sphere as well, like sitting congressmen and senators, there absolutely should be an investigation into Comer. He should absolutely have to step down from the Oversight Committee. Why is this conduct allowed? It's clear bias and partisanship here. But the House is in Republican majority, so not a single Republican will be held accountable for wasting taxpayer money, chasing lies and shams, and hope to smear the current president into somehow looking as bad as their former president. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everybody to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video, because the only way we become a society is together.